There are so many at this point, so let's talk all things under eye correctors. What are they and which one should you use? So color correctors help to cancel out whatever the pigment is that you're wanting to hide under your eyes. For me, I have hereditary dark circles, so there's like a blue purpley hue under there. I like to use like peaches and pinks to cancel that out. And the reason that color correctors are nice is because rather than having to go in with 20 layers of concealer to cover up really stubborn dark circles, you can go in with just a touch of color corrector to counteract the color, and then go in with just a touch of concealer. So it actually reduces the amount of product you have to use. Catrice just launched a brand new color corrector, so that inspired me to make this video to talk through all of the different ones available right now, because I know it can be overwhelming knowing which one to pick. So I'm gonna start with these two because these two are the most pigmented. This is the original Catrice under eye corrector. This is the Instant Awake. This is in a very emollient, creamy formula. With this, a very little bit goes a long way because it's almost opaque. If you don't like a cream format and you still want that same level of high pigment, I'd recommend the Essence Correct and Conceal. This has the same amount of high pigment, but it's in a liquid form. So it feels different, but the end result is very comparable. If you have really stubborn dark circles, these are gonna give you the most coverage possible. You just blend these out and then go in with concealer. Next is my personal favorite, and it's the Morphe Wake Up Artist color correctors. These are also quite pigmented, but unlike the other two, this one shears out a little bit more, so I can use this underneath my eyes without then going back in with concealer and have this be a one-step process. Next up, we have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is in the shade 160. This is the Brightener shade. This is going to be quite a bit more sheer than those first three that I mentioned. This one feels incredibly lightweight. This feels like nothing on your skin. So if you hate the feeling of a lot of product underneath your eyes, this is going to be a good option. It is so weightless. The only downside is that they don't have the best shade range, and this isn't going to give you that full coverage that those first three will. Last but not least, we have these two. I would kind of group these together. This is the Milani Undereye Brightener Conceal and Perfect and the Catrice Undereye Brightener Liquid. The way that I like to use a product like this is when I'm not going to be wearing a full face of makeup and I just want something that's going to correct the problems under my eyes without looking like I'm wearing a color corrector or looking like I'm wearing a concealer. So I will use these alone for a very natural makeup day. You can see they're both quite sheer. The Milani one is extremely natural, so if you're wanting to have like a no makeup day and look very natural, this is a good option. But if you're wanting to get a little bit more help with your under eyes without looking like you're wearing makeup, Catrice one is also very natural, but as you can see, it's quite reflective. So even though it doesn't have the amount of pigment that the other ones do, the fact that it reflects light back is gonna really help with like that hollowness underneath your eyes.